What's up, guys?
Well, just wanted to ask you just how beneficial you were talking about the schedule, how good it was that you guys had this time off, given what Emmanuel was going through and all. Did you get that sense today that people are kind of Emmanuel's back and it's time to everybody just pick up and keep moving forward now?
Yeah, we're all packed. We met at Ross Hodges' house on Thursday after the Wednesday game against Air Force, and we went into Ross's house, and Emmanuel and I talked, and he said, I just think you should stay here with the team like that. I know that's what he would want. He knows how much you and Lana loved them, and so that was just a God thing too. He was in good hands with Ross. We see a guy evolving into a real man in just a few days. And my God thing, I wouldn't have gotten back till today because of the snowstorm and everything. Players might have liked that, but we, the timing. There's never any timing for something like this. Never any timing, but. It went as well as anyone could with such a tragedy. And the team was really cool today. It brought tears to my eyes when he came in, they presented him with a widescreen TV and a card signed by all the players. And they all pitched in and bought him a TV, And you never see that. You just don't see that. So, I've preached that this team is a bunch of good guys and they're just learning how to play, and it's happening all over the country. I think Duke just lost its 4th out of 5 games, so but that's not real relevant. It's just what the type of kids you're around and watching them grow, and this team has really come together for Emmanuel, and it was just really cool to see him today. We've all missed him so much. And so there's never good timing for anything, ever. And this will be something that nobody will ever forget. But it seems like we can start moving forward a little bit now that he's back. And he really feels the love from everybody within this family of his here.
How much have you seen him, or just the team, seem just unfortunate circumstances, but just grow up as men in the past week? Have you noticed that at all?
I have. I really have. It just shows how immature it is to come out of a game and not cheer for the guy that's cheering for you under such circumstances. And I think, there's a lot of teams, every team's reached out and they've talked about this incident as a team with the coaches, and you just really realize that starting in Fort Collins, which I already knew, but it really is an eye-opener, that you really only hear from the critics a little bit. You don't hear from all the great people that are in Fort Collins, in the state of Colorado, out of this country. The reach out by everybody is, makes you believe and gives you real hope when something like this happens. And people who have no association with anybody see the tragedy and they contribute in the only way they know how, and that was, by helping out with the fund. So it, again, it's a life changer for a lot of people. And obviously, tragic is a word that doesn't even describe it, but it kind of makes you realize just what really is important.
Did Emmanuel seem more like himself again today? Teal said he kind of seemed like he was kind of back to the Emmanuel that before all this happened.
Yeah.
You know, as far as his interaction with teammates, the locker room, and how he practiced, everything else.
Yeah, I mean, the best.
Obviously, something like this will change you forever, no matter what. But
if Emmanuel wants to talk, he'll talk. Otherwise, we just go on, you know, as we go about our business. And that's, the experts say that's how you handle it, and that's your gut feeling anyway. That's what you do, you know. So it was really cool the way they all walked in and they had this TV and they presented it to him and he had a big smile on his face because I guess he doesn't have a TV and there's a big joke about it. Everybody laughed and it was very touching. And then we went right into, you know, the work at hand. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's you know, I'm 60 years old and I'm never ready for something like this, let alone a 20-year-old and his teammates. So it was time to start moving forward but never forgetting.
Right.
For sure.
Is that, I guess for you, probably looking forward just to this game tomorrow, just to help that healing process? I mean, I know the healing process after Emmanuel coming back, a little different than, you know, the game, the Air Force game.
Know, there was definitely a void with him not here.
Right.
You know, and seeing him back on the court, and you know, we stayed in contact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just seeing him. And my wife started tearing up when I said, "Hey, he's landed. He's landed. He's here." You know, and you know, we are as an extended family. We'll never take the place of, you know, blood relatives, but it's pretty cool the culture that has been built around here. And yeah, that's a great point. Something was missing until today.
Does he live with teammates, or?
Yeah, he lives with Kamani.
Does he? Okay.
Kamani was the best player in the game against Air Force. He didn't play. That's how much that young man's growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was unbelievable on the bench. Kamani will. I mean, it's just, it's amazing, just how much all of them. But he lives with Kamani, and Kamani's very intelligent, and they're very close. So, you know, again, we just time to look forward.
From a basketball standpoint.